In this video, I'll talk about types of persuasive speeches and the methods that can be used to make them more effective. Persuasion is a process of creating, reinforcing, and changing people's beliefs or actions. In order to persuade someone, you need to understand who they are. Target audience is very important to understand and identify before outlining a persuasive speech. There are three main types of persuasive speeches. There are speeches that speak to questions of fact, questions of value, and questions of policy. A question of fact is when you're trying to persuade the audience to agree that something is true or not true. A question of value is more a matter of right and wrong. You're persuading someone about something's worth. A question of policy is trying to persuade your audience on whether or not a policy needs to be revoked or enforced. A question that I would like you to think about and come up with your own decisions on is, when is it okay to persuade someone else? Think of your values, your motives, the big picture, personal beliefs, financial issues, and see if you can come up with a good idea of how you feel about this question. In the next few slides, I'll talk about several items to keep in mind while organizing a speech to persuade. The single most important item to identify and to speak to when trying to persuade someone is need. Without the need, you have no case. Another word for need is pain. If you can identify with the pain someone is experiencing, then you can get their attention and propose your solution to save them from that pain. Next is your plan. What is your plan to save them from the pain, or to solve the problem, to satisfy the need? Another item to consider is the practicality of the plan. What type of plan are you proposing, and is it practical? Is it too expensive? Is it something that feasibly could happen within the time frame? There are many ways to organize the body of a persuasive speech. Here are three good ones: problem solution, problem cause solution, and Monroe's motivated sequence. In a problem solution, you have your intro to catch the attention, discuss what you're talking about, build credibility. But then your main two key points in the body of the speech, which you will present before you conclude, will be to present the problem in your first key point, and then your second key point to present the solution. In a problem cause solution, you still have the problem and the solution key points that we discussed earlier, but you explain and dig deeper into the cause of the problem in your second key point. This is typically used if the pain is not clear enough, or the solution can't immediately be tied to the problem. Sometimes this is used to simply emphasize the pain. Monroe's motivated sequence is a very effective model to follow in persuasive speeches. You can think of it as an emotional roller coaster, used to trigger the audience's spectrum of emotions at the right time in order to maximize your ability to persuade them. The first step in Monroe's motivated sequence can be established in your introduction. It's gaining the attention. This is your chance to get the audience to start paying attention, but also to trust you and understand what motives you have, and feel more secure, less critical as they listen to you. As soon as you accomplish this, you can move into your first key point in the body of your speech, which addresses the need. Here, you present the problem or issue that your audience is experiencing. The next step is to present the solution to the need. You present it by providing the satisfaction. Next, you lift your audience up some more by promoting the satisfaction and creating a visual for them So that's the visualization step. You lift them up even higher by visualizing how life could be. Here's where you draw a picture of how life could be free of the pain that you presented in your first key point. Finally, you urge them to take the action. This could be done in your conclusion in these speeches. You urge them to take action to resolve the issue by doing what you are urging them to do.